every single day. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Holy smokes, man. All day today has just been a freaking chaos mess. I put a new CPU in this stupid computer. My other computer completely took a crap on me because I was putting in new RAM. And, when it doesn't boot, doesn't go past post, then you have to reset your Windows. And then it just deletes everything. And all of my passwords, not like, I have them on, I have a two-factor authenticator, and it's just like, dude, it's been one of those days. So I'm sure that we're going to have some mishaps here. What is the huge mistake? Well, my parents would say one of them. I'm one of them, but we'll go ahead and get over it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. What's the FUD today? Someday the FUD will print green candles because of good news doesn't for sure. How about Aunt Carol? Come on, man. I know. Aunt Carol, please. Today, I guess, was day 90, by the way. So we're at day 90 currently. I still haven't heard any news from it, but, maybe soon. Rookie mistake. Oh, dude. And then I put a new CPU in this, and the CPU was like, I had all of it. It wouldn't post on this computer. And I'm like, what is going on? So I kept trying. Wouldn't post. Well, apparently I had to put the CPU back in the computer. Then I had to update the BIOS, and then I could put the new CPU in. I don't know if you guys know how stupid it is to put in a CPU. Like, the CPU is obviously easy, but the freaking the fans, because I bought a fan too. The hyper cooler. The $20 fan or whatever. The fans are where it's the problem. So you had to put on the other fan. It was just a disaster. Carol is really seeing if we can delay gratification. Yeah, guys, it's all part of the plan. This is all part of the plan. TM. We gotta trademark that. All part of the plan. TM. Another the day of opportunity. We've gotten so many opportunities. Aren't you sick of it? I'm not sick of it. There's so many opportunities. I've just been waiting all day. All right, let's go ahead and look at the prices. 4 zeros and a 5. By the way, I'm hoping that this thing just it didn't do something crazy, because the whole thing's just been a mess all day. Like, I've had to redo all of this OBS stuff. So if it messes up, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll try again tomorrow, I guess. But I feel like I got it. Building / repairing PCs is a nightmare for people who don't do it a lot. Well, I do it probably once a year. But yeah, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. All right, 4 zeros and a 5 for Pulse, up 1.7% today. 4 zeros, 3.4 for Pulsex, which is up 4%. Incentive token 1.76 or $1.76, and then 1.37 for the old Hex. Well, let's check the chart. I've even got hardware monitor trying to go, and it's like not even responding. Look, won't respond. I couldn't restart my computer because I was like, I gotta start streaming. So if it starts working or something, that's gonna be crazy. But there we go. We had a little bit of a green candle, but then the Jeets be jeeting. We got clear up to 1.46, but here we are again. It looks like we got stochastics coming down, but on the RSI, it looks like it's pointed back up. MacD doing good. Hey Hexo, I'm your fan. How you I'm doing good, Lario. How you By the way, Mount Coiner, you donated yesterday and it didn't go through, so let me kick that one through. I saw it on the moderation thing. I don't know why it was not letting it go through. I had to do it physically, so it should be coming through right now. Why is it doubling up? Okay. All right, nobody donate today. Nobody donate today. We got a rogue. It's rogue. It's gone rogue. What is happening? Okay. Well, thank you, Mount Coiner. Okay, we're just gonna have to shut it down. Shut it down. You guys can't. Okay, you can hear that. I don't. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now it's just getting. Now what is happening? delete it. I'm gonna have to delete it off of here for now. Nobody donate today. If you donate, I'm sorry. Okay. Did it go away? Yeah, Robo Richard has malfunction. What is happening? Please stop, Robo Richard. Oh, you guys can't hear it. Thank heavens. I turned it all the way down. Guess we won't be listening to anything today because it just keeps going off. Okay, now I can't put my headphones in because it's just going off. It just keeps blinging up. I'm telling you, something's cursed. Something is cursed is happening to my computer today. I don't know what it is. Computers. Both my computers are cursed. What's going on? Are we back? Oh, we're back. We're up 1.7% today. So we are back, boys. Oh, excuse me, 0.65. Depends on which currency you're in. Hey, yeah, blew a fuse. It looks like it busted a microchip. Richard has busted a microchip. Nobody donate today, please. Please don't. Here, I'm going to even turn off the little thing so you guys can't see it. There we go. There. Don't donate. Don't donate. I mean, unless you want to, but I'll answer the question. I can put on a Richard voice if you'd like, but I mean, if you're in Pulsex, hey, it's up 4% today. Let's see what Pulsex looks like. Pulsex looks good. I mean, I wish that we didn't have this big old sell-off. We're at 3.57. Now we're at 3.404. We are defo back, yes. Hexo, you think RH listens? When you guys met, seemed like he enjoyed your company. Maybe. I don't know. Did he enjoy my company? I'm not sure. I mean, maybe he listens. Hopefully he listens. If you're out there, Richard, appreciate you. Hopefully we get a little bit of pumpage in the markets today. Bitcoin, even it is down 0.74% today. ETH down almost 3%. ETH is just, what is going on with ETH? What is happening with ETH, guys? What is happening with ETH? I think that we probably, I mean, this is a good, if it doesn't bounce off here in this region, I mean, yeah, this region, then we're going to have to, it's going to go down to here. But then after that, boy, it's coming down to $2,300. Sad. I think Carol is waiting until ETH goes up in price, so Hex will. Yeah. Aunt Carol is waiting on prices for sure. There's my ETH predictions. By the way, as we talked about yesterday, Nvidia. Look at this, guys. $129 currently. What did I say? It was going to be like $130 by the end of the week. I told you it was just all that news yesterday. It was everybody was freaking out that this new DeepSeek was coming out. It's like, why are you freaking out? It's going, like, people are going to buy more GPUs. Why would you freak out because of that? So we got a big old green candle, actually a bullish engulfing candle. So that's pretty good. That's a really good candle if you were a trader, which I'm not. Neither should you. Let's see. The S&P did a pretty good move. It's up 1% and 1.6% for the NASDAQ. Yesterday it was down 3%, guys, which is pretty crazy. All right, the mistake. Did we make a mistake, guys? Did we make a mistake? Everybody wants to hear. Did we make a mistake? Well, somebody on CoinFessions, this guy, he has, 210,000 followers. He said, I sacrificed for Pulsex and have been dollar cost averaging into the core coins into Pulsechain launch. So far, the results are incredibly depressing, and I feel like it's too late to pull out. If I would have ignored everyone and DCA'd into the mainstream crap tokens that are no longer cheap like Doge and Pepe during the bear, I'd be up well over 200,000 instead of holding on an unrealized loss, just praying for it to be able to recover. I'm at an effing R. I don't know if I'll get banned for saying the R word yet, so we got to keep it easy. And I've wasted this market cycle. Oh boy, guys, we got on CoinFessions, got 451 likes on it. I saw that there were some big names. These are all Hexkins, obviously, but and usually it's people that Let's see. I know there are some big names on here that were tweeting about it. I'm not going to look for them too much longer, but yeah. He also sits down to pee. I mean, guys, this is the thing, right? Did you make a mistake? I mean, only time will tell, right? Only time will tell. In my opinion, I think that we're still good. We got thousands of people still on crypto Twitter. We got thousands of believers. Do you see any other coin that's down 90%, 95% that has this big of a crowd watching it and following it? No. Most of us are believers. Justin believers. And if this is how you feel, I mean, most of us feel like this right now. Okay. I'm not going to deny it. I think a lot of us feel like this, right? We all put into Pulsex. We all put into Pulsechain. A lot of people put into Pulsex. I mean, if he's been dollar cost averaging in, he could have probably even got, I mean, it's up what, 3% or 3x from the bottom? Pulsex? I mean, look, guys, it's not even at all-time lows. All-time lows was a year and a half ago. Yes, it's not up like some of these other coins, and I will give him that. Like a Doge or whatever. But what are we looking at here? From the all-time low, if this guy's been dollar cost averaging out, okay, 2.5, 2.8x. It's not the best. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you come here for the good news and the no lie news, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's not always fun, but do you not think that this thing is an L1 first cycle, or I guess it's not an L1. Excuse me, Pulsechain's the L1, but this is a first cycle coin. I'm still excited for it, but we've got all of this pent up energy that when we get done with this case, which maybe it gets dismissed, maybe it doesn't, maybe it gets, goes to court. After all that, guess what? I think that we see green candles. Okay. So at some point you're going to see crazy green candles. I mean, if you're holding on to Pulsechain and Pulsex, just put them in a farm and farm some incentive token and get some money for it. Right. Like if you're just holding on to it, yeah, you're just kind of sitting there, with your pulse in your hands. If you choose not to make them, don't complain when you don't. Yeah, that's a good one, Noah. Dude, it is. I mean, I put a tweet out there yesterday, and I probably shouldn't have, because I get it. Some people weren't here in Hex, but I said the people that are complaining the loudest have the least amount invested. And they'll be the ones that sell the first, which I think is true. In a lot of sense, yeah, there's some people out there that, don't have a lot invested, and they're out here in the streets every day trying to promote the coin. And hey, that's good on you. I didn't mean that in a negative way, but I just, you know what I mean. These people with $500 and they're the ones on Twitter every day. When's it going up? Because they want their $500 to be $500,000 by the end of the month, and then they've had to sit here for 2 years and watch it just go sideways or a little bit up or whatever, right? And so they're very angry because they thought their $500 would be $500,000, like how the Hexicans were, because we had, if you're $500, I mean, 10,000x is what? That's like $500,000. So, there's people out there, and I get it. I get it from both sides, but if you put $500 in and that's all you're going to put in, hey, you've had lots of time to dollar cost average in. I'd agree with Hexo. It's a great post. Thanks, man. I mean, I get what certain people are saying, like, oh, we can't all be rich like Hexo. We can't, like I'm rich. Like I don't have all of my net worth pretty much all in crypto in these 4 coins. Nearly all, like, 99% is all in these 4 coins, guys. So it's not like I'm rich because I'm sitting on unrealized gains. I haven't, Is Roger Ver the Godwell? There's a good chance that he is. There's a good chance that that Roger Ver is. He was the first one to support it. He was the first one to label or put it on the Bitcoin exchange. So there is that. Do I know? I'm not 100% sure. Thomas Ammon is actually my uncle. He is a husband to Judge Carroll. He told me not to talk about it. It's getting dismissed. Oh, okay. Thanks, JPL, for Thomas Ammon. Hopefully Thomas Amon he just doxed him. Is that true? I don't even know if that's true. Funny if so. But yeah, dude, I mean, I get what this guy's saying, right? And but the thing is, this is the biggest thing that you should remember. When Hex was first established, everything else was going up and Hex was just going sideways. We went sideways for like a good year and a half, I believe. And I mean, it went from 0.008 to 0.003 for like a good year and a half, like this. When we had the big payday where we ran up to a 1.5 pennies and then came back down to 0.003 and then did this again, right? So we were just going sideways. And then finally, it just pumped. It just went crazy for 6 months. And then, came right back down to 10 cents, stayed there for a little bit, then down to 4 cents, stayed there for a little bit. And then the SEC FUD came out down to, half a penny or wherever it went. And now we're, going sideways again. So I get what people are saying. I get it. If you're discouraged, if you're angry, all of it is, it's very, I mean, sure, I get it. I'm on the same boat, man. Like, I've got a lot of money riding on this too. I hope it goes up. But I think that it's funny that the people that have lost millions of dollars are the ones complaining the least on the on Twitter and stuff, which I just think that's hilarious. Like I've lost millions of dollars being in here. If I would have sold at 50 cents, I'd have multiple millions of dollars. I've ridden it down to half a penny and, barely, I haven't even cashed out even a million. So, all right, well, we can't listen to this one because we can't listen to anything because Richard is going off today. But CZ advises crypto investors to focus on fundamentals, emphasizing patience and long-term strategy. He warns against chasing quick returns, stating that time will be on our side, or on your side. Which fundamental token are you going to eye next? So, these people are, it's kind of weird that all these people are talking about, staying for long-term, having a long-term strategy, getting into something that has big or nice fundamentals. What does that sound like? Well, that to me sounds like, Pulsechain, Hex especially. Let me see if this thing has stopped going crazy. Because there are a couple of these that I actually want to listen to. Yeah, we got like 3. So Whale Panda, if you remember, Brad Garlic Breath over here said, he was talking about maximalist and how we should all kind of come together to make this crypto strategic reserve that Donald Trump wants to make. It's not, we shouldn't just have a Bitcoin only. And Whale Panda, which is he's obviously he's a Bitcoin maximalist, says, F off, scammer. Go dump some billions of your 100% pre-mined crap on clueless retail. You're not even crypto. Crypto projects use a blockchain. XRP is missing 30,000 blocks. You have been anti-Bitcoin since the start. You tried to change proof of work. Yikes. Some big words against Mr. Garlic Breath. So you see a lot of that with him. And I mean, this is the thing. I don't know. I know Whale Panda is a Bitcoin OG, right? And a lot of these guys want to save their bags. And I'm not, I'm no fan of XRP, but they are, I hope they win. I hope everybody wins, especially with all this crypto stuff, because if they don't, we all have to believe in a different crypto. I think it's not just 100% Bitcoin or 100% Ethereum or 100% Hex or Pulsechain. Like, there's going to be other things that come along and that have value, and that other people have, that they see the value in it, and that's fine. If you don't like their coin, I don't understand why you'd hate on other people's coins, which I try not to do unless they're rug pulls. If they're rug pulls, you get the nasty grams from little Hexo, because sorry, but I don't really like it when people take other people's money or come up with ideas and then they just are like, oh, sorry, that didn't work out very well. Let's see. A year from now, how many Bitcoin maxis will become hex maxis? I think. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, hopefully soon. Let's see. So somebody came out. Cointelegraph said Ripple, the civil actions against it has been removed from the SEC records. And I was like, what? Is this true? Community notes. Apparently, the case has been moved to the Court of Appeals. So if you see this, don't take it straight from Cointelegraph, who's given some bad advice over here. It's been moved to the Court of Appeals because I retweeted it at first, like, congratulations, XRP boys, you guys did it, nice job. Which I think that even if they, beat the SEC, good job. Like, we should all want to have everybody who beat the SEC. We shouldn't, unless it's a legitimate rug pull. I don't think that you should be prosecuted for any of this stuff. Like, unless you're trying to actually scam people out of their money. Let bygones be bygones. But yeah, so XRP, it's been moved to the Court of Appeals. It's not actually taken off of the SEC records. So be aware. So Richard tweeted life goals. I guess the Hex Lamborghini won the GT. I forgot what it's called. The GT Cup. And is parked. I don't know where this is, but beautiful. Look at that. Hex.com right in the middle of this beautiful palace. Awesome. I would love to drive that car one day. I wonder how many horsepower. GT Cup. That's what it is. It's got Pulsechain on it. It's got Hex.com. I wonder who's actually paying for this, because it's got to be a lot of money to have that on there. Huh. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, though. I had lots of XRP before I came and learned about Hex. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, I had an XRP. I bought it at $2.80 at or about like $2.50, $2.80, somewhere in there, in 2017, and then sold it at like $1. So if XRP is so strategic for the U.S., why does Ripple only sell it for and never buy it? Well, Phil Geiger, unfortunately for us, or for them, and for all the holders, they have to pay for all that stuff that they, buildings, employees, pretty much, right? That's sad. So you guys were telling me that Elon Musk was talking bad about Roger Ver, which I did not even see until I actually went and looked for it. So somebody said, when are you pardoning Roger Ver? And Elon Musk said, Roger Ver gave up his U.S. citizenship. No pardon for Ver. Membership has its privileges. Sheesh. This is probably one of the really bad takes from Elon Musk, right? And one of I used him as a lawyer at one point, Robert Barnes. And he said, dismissal of the charges is an equal or effective remedy. Under this logic, you approve the harassment of Julian Assange, also not a U.S. citizen and also targeted with life in prison for his dissident speech exposing the corruption of the deep state. Does this make sense? So, geez, yeah, that, why is that okay? Why is he okay with not pardoning him? If we're extraditing him, obviously he's going to go to a U.S. court. Does he have to be a citizen? And he gave up his citizenship because he did not want to deal with the government entities attacking him anymore. So here's a bunch of stuff. If you want, should we read it? I'll read it. So this is Jesse Powell. He's the owner of Kraken. And he's talking about how Roger Ver, IRS obtained these communications through what appears to be unlawful means. Burden is on the IRS to prove that the allegations are true beyond a reasonable doubt. There are mountains of reasonable doubt in this case. So apparently Ver had 58,000 Bitcoin, and then he gifted it to his girlfriend at the time in 2011 or 2014. Can't remember exactly. But so they're trying to get him and make him go to prison for $14,000. $14,000 of unpaid taxes. Crazy. Numerous people who have been actually it's in the Jameson Lops. So here we go. The IRS is overstepping their reach after going on non-citizen because of the bulk of their complaints is related to U.S. companies Ver owns. Those companies still have to pay U.S. taxes regardless of the status. The IRS says he didn't pay the exit tax in 2014 because his filing reported that he personally owned 0 Bitcoin when he had more than 58,000. Let's see. The IRS suddenly seeking to throw Ver in prison when they could just send him a bill. That's not how they operate. They've been going back and forth with him for years on the matter. It got to the point because he has chosen not to pay. I bet even to this day he could negotiate a settlement. The IRS prefers to profit rather than put people in prison. Astute observers may recall that Michael Saylor had similar tax issues last year and settled for $40 million so that he could move on with his life. A logical decision. So why is Ver refusing to pay? Perhaps it's ideological, in which case he's his own worst enemy, but perhaps he's unable to pay. Remember that in 2022, CoinFlex went bankrupt and claimed Ver owed them $47 million for a margin call. He disputed the claim and didn't pay. Perhaps this is a clue. Why would someone who, by all accounts, ought to be a billionaire refuse to pay such a relatively small amount in order to stay out of prison? Perhaps it's because he is unable to do so. And yes, taxation is extortion, but that tends to be a pretty weak argument when you're dealing with the tax man. So this is Jameson Lopp, who is another, obviously, Bitcoin maxi. Bitcoin maxi. So there you go. If you want to know who that guy is. But it appears Ver's claim of owning 0 personal Bitcoin resulted from him claiming he gifted it to his partner in 2011, which the IRS disputes actually happened. So they're saying he didn't actually gift it. And the Kraken guy, let's see, Jesse Powell said that there was multiple people that actually knew about him doing that. So there you go. Exit tax on 28,000 Bitcoin in November 15, 2011 would have been about $14,000. Lifetime gift exclusion in 2011 was $5 million. Annual was $13,000. In 2011, Roger was the biggest Bitcoin bull and evangelist in the world. Roger knew they would come for him. All comms suggest that Roger is telling the truth and went above and beyond, even overpaid in anticipation of such attack. It makes no sense for a millionaire who is extremely bullish on Bitcoin to expects to be audited to risk going to prison for over $14,000 in taxes. The reality is they just don't like him and they want to get him, and they will use this as an excuse to get him or make his life hell for as long as they can. That's lawfare, and I hope that Donald Trump will take notice. So Jameson Lopp, the obvious Bitcoin maxi, these guys, if you go against Bitcoinism, the maximalism, they want you to go to jail for the rest of your life, even if they don't believe in taxation, even if, it's these guys like Jameson Lopp that are, in my opinion, government workers or somebody that's just, I don't know. You all know what kind of people those are, right? Like Fed type people. This is why I'm saying you guys should be paying your freaking taxes. If you don't want to, go ahead. But look, they're coming after Roger Ver, right? Elon is a tool. Yeah, that's harsh. Elon was cold-blooded about Roger. I agree. And so there you go. If you wanted to get more of the Roger Ver story, there you go. Let's see. By the way, I think that he should be pardoned. I don't think that, if he owes $14,000 in taxes, pay the $14,000, let him settle, whatever he needs to do. But putting him in life in prison is crazy. Arthur Hayes, BitMEX founder, reversing the order of my triptych essay series. The Ugly will be published tomorrow morning. I am calling for a $70,000 to $75,000 correction for BTC, a mini financial crisis, and resumption of money printing that will send us to 250,000 by the end of the year. So everybody is becoming a bear again. All the guys are becoming a bear. This was 2 or 3 days ago? On the 26th, so 2 days ago. And yeah, this is, where are we at now? Roughly around the same price. Okay. So Arthur Hayes is calling for a $75,000 Bitcoin, which really isn't out of the question. I really don't think that it's out of the question. I would like for Bitcoin to come down, let Ethereum kind of come back up when Bitcoin does rise again. Let Bitcoin come down to 75,000, Ethereum down to like 2,000, 2,500, and then they both rise back up together to 250,000 by the end of the year. It sounds like a pretty good call, actually. Can you spit me a verse from Tupac Changes? Well, Hex Kong, hopefully you didn't donate that for Richard, because Richard is not doing very well. He is lost in the sauce right now. He's gone crazy. We can't stop him when he starts calling. He just keeps dinging up. Let me see. Let me see if it'll work. Before let me undo it and let me see if he might go crazy again. Okay. There you go. That's why I took the thing off. So I gift to a girlfriend is the new boating accident. No, I really feel for Burr. These are criminals pursuing him. Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. I mean,
Can you spit me a verse from Tupac Changes?
All right, listen up, motherfuckers. You want a Tupac verse from me? I'll give you a Tupac verse, all right. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning, and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? That's Tupac for you. Now, if you want to hear more poetry, why don't you donate some more fucking money? $9.99. That's cute, but it ain't gonna get you shit around here. Step it up, motherfuckers.
Thank you, XCOG, for the 10. Looks like he's back in business. Looks like he is he's not going crazy anymore. Let me make sure this there we go. I think that'll work. Sorry for him not popping up, Hexcon. Robo Richard is telling the truth 20% of the time. True. Let AI Richard go crazy again. Well, it was just doing that ding over and over again. There's a gap on the Bitcoin futures chart. It's around 81,000. Okay. Robo Richard is taking over Hexo's computer. Maybe that's what's going on. All right, let's see if we can listen to these. Oh, so the UFOs apparently are not real. There's no such thing as UFOs, guys. From a couple weeks ago, if you remember, the UAPs is what they're calling them now. Apparently, it was just drones. Some of them were they were doing testing. Some of them were real people's drones. That's what the government's saying. Okay? So, no worry about the drones. Here's a good one.
All right, President Trump signing an executive order promoting cryptocurrencies while paving the way for a national cryptocurrency stockpile and banning central bank digital currencies. Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, is applauding the move. Have a listen.
He's directed our working group to produce a regulatory framework that's going to encourage innovation in crypto in the United States, keeping the industry onshore rather than driving it offshore, which is what was happening under the Biden administration. We want that innovation happening here in the United States, and I think it now will happen in the United States because President Trump has declared that the U.S. must be the crypto capital of the world.
Digital Chamber founder and CEO Perry-Ann Boring.
By the way, do you guys know who this chick is? This is the first time I've ever seen her. But Digital Founder Chairman
joins us now. Thanks so much for joining us. Why is this so important? I think the president has structured this exactly right. There is a concern about central bank control as opposed to the market controlling this. But explain the difference for us.
Yeah, Jason, I can't tell you how refreshing it is to have the White House coming out and declaring the critical importance of open blockchains to the United States of America. This is something we've been preaching for the choirs for over 10 years. So what happened on Thursday with the signing of this executive order marks a new era for digital financial technologies in the United States. For far too long, the U.S. government has been trying to push this technology sector out of the U.S. The Biden administration, through its lack of regulatory clarity, through its crypto.
Does she look like AI? To you guys? Pure AI. What the F? Dude, I saw it on my phone last night. That's how I watched it, and it didn't look like this. Now I'm watching it on the big screen. I'm like, what? She is the Crypto Intelligence Agency? What does that mean? She's AI? Its frame rate on her camera looks fake? I don't know, man. He should have named Richard Sachs. I would give him... Okay.
Crusade and crackdown regulation by enforcement has driven businesses, investment, innovation in this advanced technology out of the United States and has set the industry back at least a decade here in the United States. There are many moving parts to this executive order, but what I was most excited to see and proud to see was these protections for the right to self-custody, the right to mine. Fundamentally, open source cryptocurrencies is just open source software, and open source software is protected by free speech.
Open source software is protected by free speech. Did you hear that from that lady? Did you hear it? Let's listen to it again.
Protected by free speech under the First Amendment. So any attempt to restrict the people's access to cryptocurrencies is a direct infringement on our First Amendment rights, and we have taken a bold step to protect that going forward.
Yeah.
So I hope that Mrs. Auntie Carol actually watches this and sees that they are, are kind of getting in the way of our free speech over here. Right? That's mother effing is not real. Yeah. That right there is not real. She's not real. The way her face moves doesn't look natural. She looks like she's like, yeah, she just looks weird. I mean, not weird. She's cute, but it's like she's also very monotone. Like the voice and the face. Like it's not just her cameraman. She's very much like I don't know, digital chamber founder and CEO. What does digital chamber founder mean? Perion boring. What does she do? Perion. Boring. Could you imagine to have it? Oh, dang. Okay. The digital chamber. Who is she? Let's check her Instagram. Okay, let's not go to their Instagram. Might get something we don't need to be looking at. Holy. Okay. All right. Oh, well, we don't want to go in here. Our team. Here we go. Founder of the CEO of the Digital Chamber, the world's largest trade association representing the blockchain industry. The Chamber's mission is to promote the acceptance and use of digital assets and blockchain-based technologies, working with policymakers, regulator agencies, and the industry. The Chamber advocates for a pro-growth policy environment that fosters job creation and innovation and investment. All right. Jeez. What is this company? Where can I apply? Can I apply to this company? All right. But there you go. So free speech.
And the way it's structured here, what used to happen is the government would seize these sometimes, and then they would have an auction and sell them. What the president is saying, no, we're going to stockpile them, and also not have a central bank currency that is controlling this. And for those of you that are concerned about it, I'm just telling you, cryptocurrencies, personally, I think they make a lot of sense, and there is a lot more security with the blockchain technology. That's all the time we have for it. Perianne Boring, thank you so much for joining us on Fox and Friends this morning. Really, really do appreciate it.
So there you guys go.
United States and has set the industry back at least a decade.
Which I think is funny that she says that it set the industry back a decade. Like, how long have we been around? What? Are you saying 2014, 2015? I wasn't even here.
Out of the United States and has set the industry back at least a decade here in the United States. There are many moving parts to this executive order, but what I was most excited to see and proud to see was these protections for the right to self-custody, the right to mine. Fundamentally, open source cryptocurrencies is just open source software, and open source software is protected by free speech under the First Amendment. So
there you guys go. Who have you heard that from? I mean, is she in contact with Richard? Did she see a Red Bull? You know, did she see Richard, one of Richard's posts? Saw the Red Bull can and was like, what is this guy about? You know, he's in her DMs. He's DMing her. Oh, there's many moving parts. All right. Yeah. Crypto pre-bit license. Yeah. No way. RH was mining Bitcoin. All he did was rename CBDC to PBDC. Stop humping the desk, Hexo. I'm just rocking. I'm rocking. Wait, her last name is Boring, I guess. Yeah. She sounds like a Dev Ruth. whose profile picture was always a cartoon. Really? Look up her videos from 2021. Oh, she has a 501c. Put Roger Ver promo video up on the big TV and it looks like AI like that. Frame rate issue or frame rate exposing truth. Yeah. It's too much eyeshadow. No, it's her voice and her. Like she sounds like an AI. And I'm in the AI space. Like I'm always watching it. She looks kind of like AI. She's monotone or AI. Wood. Yeah, the Chinese guy. Wood. She hot, but like not there, if that makes sense. Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. She used to say this when they signed the IAJA in 2021. She's very active in DC. Okay, I'll have to check her out. We already use CBDCs. What you think the dollar is? A digital currency from the central bank. We live in clown world. That is true. That is true. Keeps it crypto. That's true. These Richards type. True. Mexicans are here to save crypto. Yes, we are. Pump the likes. Thanks, Blockchain Trends. Let's see. She's not the first to repeat something Richard said. True. Hexo knows because he too is AI. Yeah, I've been working with it. I'm trying. I don't understand the sack price topic. Twice they have been in profit. If it's so bad, why not sell all those peaks? Yeah, you're never going to. It's because they want their $500 to go to $1 million within a year, right? They don't want to sit on their hands. They want to get the next guy. They want to, they want a Trump coin where it goes up 50,000% in a day and then it comes down 80% and then it just sits there, right? They want a Trump coin. These AI brows bouncing around. Okay, she reminds me of Paige from WWE. I don't know who that is. All right, no more taxes, boys.
America is going to be very rich again, and it's going to happen very quickly. It's time for the United States to return to the system that made us richer and more powerful than ever before. Do you know the United States in 1870 to 1913, all tariffs, and that was the richest period in the history of the United States, relatively speaking. In other words, relatively. And they set up the Great Tariff Commission of 1887, and this commission had one function: what to do with all the money that we took in. It was so enormous that they had no idea. It was a blue ribbon committee. It was set up 1887, and what to do with all of the money that we had. And again, Teddy Roosevelt was a beneficiary because when McKinley was killed, he took over this vast sum of money, and he did all of those national parks and all of the other things. And I'm not knocking him, but he was given a vast amount of money. And that was all made through tariffs. We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense, right?
Let's go. Down with taxes. Yeah. I'm going to need a job with all hodl dogs and Mickey D's. Yeah, me too. So no more taxes, boys. It could be on the, on our bingo card for this next 4 years. The bingo card. I'm ready. I'm ready for the no more taxes. Yes, there's lots of people that hate, they'll say tariffs are bad. This is bad. I get it. Let's just see where it goes. Okay. Either like can't be doing any worse than we were doing the last 4 years. That's all I have to say, right? That's all we can't be doing that much worse. The tariffs, maybe they raise the prices, but if they raise the prices 20%, but you get taxed 50% less, you're still making money, right? We're still making it, so it's all right. According to, or I guess, OKX and Crypto.com secure the full MiCA licenses. So I guess the EU is now having these MiCA licenses, which I don't know anything about because I don't live there. But apparently they're cutting out a bunch of these centralized exchanges to be able to even work in the EU now. And apparently OKX and Crypto.com got licenses. You're going to get your license. Get your license for your knife over there in the EU. So congratulations, guys. Now you can use 2 shitty exchanges. Nice. All right, we already read that. Oh, by the way, here we go. So I want, we got to do some Hope Core, right? This is called Hope Core if you're looking it up. And this guy paid off his dad's house after his mom died. This is the stuff that Hexicans, I feel like, will be doing once we make it, which we saw a lot of people doing this stuff back in the day, maybe not paying the houses off, but they were, paying their mom's cars. They helped doing other stuff.
All the kids could skin. My God. All the kids could skin to make sure that you paid off your credit again. Unbelievable. You are blessed. Unbelievable.
What's the next present?
Y'all fixed to make me get emotional.
This is the stuff that I want to do when I get, when we get when we get super rich, paying off our parents' houses, paying off, helping other people, right? And I think that this is the message that we should be promoting instead of, buy the next Lambo. Because who cares? If you bought a Lambo in 2021, sweet. If you helped out your parents, I bet they still appreciate it, right?
That one is just the death certificates, so that's nothing. I mean, it is something, but not part of the gift.
I don't know what this is.
Your house is paid off, Danny.
Oh my God.
Praise God. Praise God.
All you kids could
This is how it's done. Exactly. This is what you hope to do? This is what I hope to do. Right? That's what I hope to do. Like, that's what that should be our goal, is to help our parents out, to help the people that are helping you out now is the people that you should be helping out when you do make it rich. Right? That's what I hope for. That's quite an accent, yeah. The ERS comes first, then the IRS can go. Yes. Not bad for a robot woman. Yeah, the old robot women's. All right, let's see. What else we got? We were going to look at the Giacomo, but the headphones were all wrecked, so we're going to have to do it tomorrow. This is beautiful. Yeah, this is what I hope to do. Trump has become more bullish on crypto. What do you think about the next World Liberty Finance and talks with Bakkt? Bakkt is exchange engine developers. I remember Bakkt from a while ago. I haven't heard too much about World Liberty Finance. If they make it so everybody can get in, I'm bullish on it. But if they make it to where you have to be an accredited investor after they release it, I'm good, man. I don't think that, sure, there'll be people that get into it, but they're going to be, you won't be able to. So what does it matter? Let me see. When I do it, no one will know where it came from. Kind of like sexual. Whose calves are bigger, RH or Hexos? Oh, great. Now we're dropping frames. Probably, I don't know. We're about the same size. He's a little bit taller than me, and I'm 6 foot. He's 6 foot. He's getting closer to 6'1". I'm closer to 5'11" on the scale, So, but we probably, I don't know. I don't know. I've worked mine out a lot, so can't wait to see more of this. Been helping my parents out for a bit, but can't wait to really return the favor for special childhood. Yeah, man, exactly. Oh gosh, come on. Stupid thing. There we go. Dump on each other only if Richard and his minions pump it, though. Okay. Thank you, Agent Jeter. Let's see. Let's see. Scroll up. His tariffs cost the American consumer $4 billion extra per month. Well, yeah, but how much are they generating, though? Silver is cool, but please don't spam. Yeah, pretty lame. All right. Well, that's pretty much all the news, guys. We'll get you out of here quick. We don't got a whole lot to go. And we got, Robo Richard really just getting crazy. So tomorrow we'll hopefully have him up and running completely. We'll revive him. But that's all I got for you guys. Do you guys got anything for me? If not, you guys have a great one. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys are a maybe. And at this rate, I'll be moving back in with my parents. Hey, and then you can pay them off, hopefully in a couple of years. Tomorrow, I will see you guys, and same time, same place. You guys have a good one.